Hi, my name is Harold Linke. I live in Evergreen, Colorado. The name of my piece is Girly Curl. This process is a traditional lost wax casting for bronze. It is not different from any other bronze casting, with the exception that there is no volume to this piece. So the inside is the outside, the left side is the right side. As it were, it's kind of a potato chip with no volume in it. And this makes it a little harder for the bronze casters and the foundrymen to work both sides of a single piece of bronze. If the bronzes you're used to seeing are generally hollow, and the foundrymen work on the outside, so it's like working like on a potato. For mine, it's like working on a potato chip. My goal as an artist is that 100 years from now or 200 years from now, when my name is not attached to any of my work, nobody knows what this is, somebody will dig up this piece or find this piece and look at it and say, this guy thought the world was a good place. He liked what he saw, he liked what he did, he made the best of it. And that's my goal for every piece. My practice over time has changed immensely. I started out doing traditional bronzes with high detail, every fingernail, every eyelash, every little part. The drapery was perfect, and it was a piece that could easily go in a museum. About 5 years ago, I asked, what could I do that would be completely different from this? And the answer came back to me, and it didn't happen overnight, but the answer came back to me that I could subtract the detail, subtract the texture, subtract the color, and subtract the volume. That's what you see in Girly Curl right now. The arts funding is so important in the world. Personally, I could not do my art as a hobby. I need to have some means of getting food vouchers from my art, and if I can't do that, then I can't go ahead with the art in this form because it's very expensive to have a foundry, have welders, have grinders, have chasers, have people that make shells. All of those are done at my expense, and if I'm not able to sell my artwork, I can't continue to make the artwork. So arts funding is incredibly important. That brings me to a question, what's the value of public art in a society or in our community? I've been in charge of a sculpture walk up in our little town of Evergreen and seen the reactions that people have to the art. I've also taught in the elementary schools and seen the reactions that young kids have to that art. And I tell them that I ask the question, what is great art? And I'll get the usual answers, but I'll come back and say the answer is, it's art that I like. And that's the benefit of public art. If it's art that you don't like, don't look at it, move on to something else. But if you find that piece that makes your heart soar, that makes you excited, that connects you with your universe in ways that you haven't thought about, you've found great art. And you can find it anywhere, and public art is a magnificent opportunity for no cost to go experiment with some of these ideas that artists are trying to give to you. Sculpture should be touched. Watercolor should not be touched. Sculpture, put your hands on it, feel it. In the case of Girly Curl, feel it's a velvety surface on it, and very beguiling, even though if you cling it with your finger, you'll find that, yes, it sounds like bronze, it is metal. Touching it, one of my favorite opportunities is when someone who's unsighted comes to see the sculpture, and they get to experience it, I think, in a way better than someone who is sighted. They're hands-on, and they feel all of the emotion, all of the feeling, all of the surfaces in a sculpture. So by all means, interact with this and your hands are fine. We can wash it off if your hands are dirty.